Yeah, we are live again at the Cafe Empire, and today we want to talk about the shadow self. What is your shadow? Which one is your shadow? Do everyone have shadow? The answer to that is yes. Everyone has the shadow, something that is deep within us, something that is hidden, something that society don't want it to come out of you. Everyone will say no one should want to show it out. Something, that one, that is fire inside you. That is your shadow self. And we want to talk more about that. You know everything about the shadow, and you know how important it is. We don't need to ignore our shadows. We have to embrace them, grow with them, and use them something positive because there is a lot of good things that you can get from your shadow. If you try to ignore it, then you'll just be like a fool, and that shadow will still grow deep, deep, deep inside you without you knowing it. You see. So once it is growing like that, and knowing it, then it project out with it, pretty bad things like hate. You just hate everything that you wish once you would have been. Why? Because you have killed yourself inside. You have let your shadow go away. I'm not this. I can't be part of you. So go. Once you have done that, that's the way you have what? Let yourself be in biggest trouble. And so you can be learning, you can be going to church, but if you still don't have that shadow, you'll be like a hypocrite. You might be preaching about love to people, but you haven't shown love to anyone. You see, that's the biggest problem once you don't want to embrace your shadow. So what is this shadow? The shadow, how does shadow builds up inside us? Remember, shadows is the same as unconscious mind. Our past lives, the what we were doing when we were young. You see, everyone when he was young, he was friendly, life was full, everything was like normal. But as we are growing, society now try to pull us down, killing us, killing us, killing us. Say this, you are not supposed, you are at this age, you are not supposed to do this, you have to do, you are not supposed to do this, you have to do this. And the process of letting us die within, they call it you are growing. They use the word you are growing, while there it's like you are just growing it through the body, but inside it, you are dying. See? Then all those things that you love by society have said no, 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 no. Then you all you press them inside your what your shadow. So once they are in that building, then what comes in? They grow. If you have said you have accepted the then because the society have said this to this to this, then I'm going to let this is not part of me and it should go. You might be choosing of forgetting about that, but remember, once it's inside you, it's you. You can't take part of you and get it out. That will never happen unless it's with the part. It's the body part, like the material body, the this avatar. Yes, you can say this. My hand is not looking okay. You can change it and go to you can go to hospital and the physician or the doctor can put it the way you want. You can add some anything that is, but what is inside our mind, what is inside us, inside our hearts, that will never change. It will be there. It's up to you to use it. How you are going to use it, positively or negatively. You see, even all these past lives, they are all the good things are the ones you have to bring it. them out. The bad ones, you have to know yourself from within. No, no, I have this bad habit. Like you might have this. Maybe you easily get hate. I easily get hate. How now should I adapt to that side thing inside me? Not like I guess then you should be hating like you should be hating yourself for who you are known, but it's about to embrace it and use it positively. You get that? And how does the society want you to kill your shadow? They don't want your past lives, the good things they might say no. No. Why? Because it's the prayer of all these superstitious believers. You see, they say what a thing that you are doing at the 2 years. If they are want to attack you, they use your voice you were making while you were young, the things you like most, but nowadays you're not doing them because what makes you happy is what you have been doing throughout. If you have changed, remember you have lost your what, your soul, you have lost your Holy Spirit, and you become something different, which is full of confusion, hate, and it's like that is the devil that you become because you have killed your Holy Spirit from within. You see, you have to always listen to your listen to instincts, not like that, but you have to think intuitively and rationally up to your head from within. Is what I'm doing will take me to the future, or is just let me like grow like you are doing nothing, it might happen. So you have to always ask what you are thinking. Will it take you to another level, or it will just destroy everything you have already made? That's what you will have to ask yourself. So how do these superstitions do? Because they know when they are growing, remember they are full of forgettingness. They forget them. So someone who has forgot his past, if you haven't embraced your within your shadow, if you haven't embraced your shadow, if someone speaks to it because it is within you, it's going to wake up. But then the moment your mind now will start remembering what you were doing in the past, it might be like happen like in a dream like state. So that thing you might end up now losing yourself, losing who you truly are. Plus now the society started speaking a lot of things just to distract you from them, and if superstition, remember, it's all about believing. Once someone have said a certain word, if you believe it, you become it. But for sure, we are not what someone can say. No one can say you are going to be this, or no one can say you are because you are born from a poor family, then you will also be poor your whole life. No, it's only our minds that determine us who we want to become. What we train our minds is what determines who we should become. You see? So always remember, look from now, start questioning others, look within, make a negotiation, make your shadow cautious, that like know who you were, the thing you were loving in the past. You might find even great things from that, and those things are the ones that can build you and be your future. See? There is no, we are not going anywhere. We are just forming this. We are, remember, we are as the internal, as the whole beings. Those the soul starts far away. It's not from this space and time thing. It's outside space of and time. It's all out. It's in the frequency domain where there is only the soul, the light, the word. You might just be feeling at somewhere with light, and that light, when there is this friction of movement, it brings out what due now to fluid transformation, mathematical fluid transformation is when now it gives out to atoms whatsoever and build what this F. And now it's like we are continuing what transforming this form the structure of this atoms. We are in constant what transformation. That's what is happening. But our souls, our frequency domain still what remains frequency. Only what it is doing is like it's just like solving itself, directing towards the what perfect, directing towards where there'll be perfect what harmony. That's where our frequency domain is directed, and we call that uh, and we call that perfect harmony, where there is going to be perfect harmony, everything will be perfect. The omega what? The omega point. That's where the universe is what directing. So you see, if you have done that, you embrace your shadow, still more, those will, at the frequency domain, things will still what? Keep transforming, keep transforming. So it's also about to transform your personal frequency domain, like your shadow, because it's within, then it's about your personal frequency. One of the overall frequency domain where what I said is called the nothingness. The source is where there is now all the frequencies that are transforming, but they get linked to these what to these bodies as what and because they have been linked in different multiple bodies, then it means everyone has his own frequency domain that he needs to transform and contribute to the society. You see. Like the society, you can just say like the whole like everyone now, what everyone has to see. You see. That is when we are going to what once we have done what we have started doing, that is now what we have been become what the divine, and we are divine beings are the divine people who transform the society, not killing it or letting it down. That's the goal, and that's what we are here for. So remember, embrace your heart, your shadow, recognize it from within. If society cannot accept it, then you can find other way of what embracing it rather than like taking it down like no, this is not part of me. If you do that, it will still grow inside your unconscious mind, and in the end you will just once it happens you will call it what a fate, or God has answered, because you didn't know that that something, that frequency domain was what was still building up inside you. Is like a famous psychologist who always focus about the shadows, the Kayong, and he said you have to embrace your shadow. If you don't embrace it, it will rule your life, and you are going to call it a fate. A fate in the religious way we say God has what has answered, because we didn't recognize it by ourselves from within. So from now onwards, please look within and embrace your shadow. Your shadow is the most important thing, and it's your everything. It might be your future, but because you didn't know it, you're going to regret it. Once you grow old, it's when you are going to start regretting, oh, I made a mistake. Life will be like nothing less. You'll be asking yourself, why did I even live here? Why did I even come here? Why? Because you forgot to embrace your shadow. This is the time, and this is your only chance, and you are blessed because you are the first one to hear about your shadow. The rest, they grow up without having this information. Yeah, that is that for today. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Comments are the thing that, or comments and questions are the thing that I might be able to know what you want more me to talk about more. I think you have related how superstition relate to the shadow self, your past lives, because that's where they mostly focus on. So if you didn't embrace your shadow, you didn't look within and know who you are from within, from your past to this present, they might you might be once they attack you, you might lose your mind and become something completely different, and the society will distract you from them. You know, you don't know this type of person. In the end, they label you as the mad person. And you can't interact with them because it's all about believing. Once someone has said it and you believe it, then you'll be lost. You see? That's we don't want to know. So you have to start it by yourself. Look within, embrace your shadow, make unconscious conscious. That's all I had for today. See you in the next live stream. Bye. And